Welcome, everyone. So happy to be here with you tonight and see a lot of old faces here, a lot of new ones, and I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you as we grow. I'm just going to turn it over quickly to Collie here for a second. She is our fearless leader. She's the one that introduced me to Social X, and I'm just so pleased to be here. So, Collie, get you to start off, please.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Pat, I'm so excited. Our monthly team call, it follows our Super Saturday. So next month, Super Saturday is the second Saturday in December. I think it's the 13th, and our team call will be the Wednesday right after that, which will be right before the holidays, which will be wonderful. So I'm very excited about what's going on right now. We're going to show you in a little bit. I'll show you just the team news page so you see, but this really is the big story, right? These three amazing products that have come out with our mist technology that began with Xanthomist in 2023, bringing mangosteen to market in a way that had never been brought to market before, caught my attention big time. 2024, bringing Glutamist, a glutathione product. I didn't know a lot about it, but I've been using and sharing powerful antioxidants for 6 years. And that definitely caught my attention, was amazing. But then bringing Moringa Mist to market in a way that had never been brought to market before. And the results are so fast, faster, I think, than any of the other products so far with this technology. And the three of them together are DDP system, Detox, Defend, and Power Up. These mists are $80 each. When you go on SmartShip, you save 10%. So you can get this product, any one of these mists for $72. But if you have two or more products on SmartShip, it's 20% off. Three or more products, it's 30% off, which is only $165 for these three mists, which is unbelievable. But that's not good enough because we have a special promotion going on till the end of November, the Mist for Life, because you can get these three products for life at this incredible price of just $150 now through the end of November. So that is the big, big story. What we're going to do right now is talk about some October rank advancements, and I'm going to turn it back over to Pat to help me through our rank advancements. Whoops.
First off, I'll get everybody to mute themselves. I appreciate that. So Collie's going to go back to Manager 3. True. I am so excited that you have made Manager 3. We talk about this being our first position. All right. And there's number one. It's a $50 bonus too. So congratulations on that. And now we're on to Manager 4. We've got Amy Stroop, Daryl Brooks, Stephen Sapini, Debbie Balmert, and Bono Wallace. Congratulations, everyone. Way to go. So that means I got 4 people.
Oops.
Okay. Manager 5, my husband. I can guarantee he didn't do anything. But he wanted a business. He likes this product so much that I have to build a business for him. Okay. Then we have Lena Livingston and Maria Perez. Congratulations, everybody.
Well,
Manager, we skipped to Manager 7. They just went
Because
right through.
all the Manager 6s skipped Manager 6 too and went right to Manager 7.
Right to Manager 7. Clinton, congrats. Danny Ma, Dasina, one of my Polish, or well, she's in the UK right now. We have Rosaro, and then we have Dory, congrats, and she did that in just a week. Valerie, congratulations. Joanna over in Ireland and Juanita in Poland. So that's a big deal. Not only have you gone into now the management position, that is a $200 bonus on top of that. And what I like, if you are on 3 or more products, you are now getting 50% on all your personals. That is a big deal. 50% every single time. We were talking about this earlier with, I think, Fred and Reed. We've never been with a company where every single month we get commissions off of our personal people that we brought in their purchases. Very, very big deal. Okay, now we're on to 5K. Okay, guys, this is a big deal. Dee Dee did this in 1 week. 1 week. So I'm going to get Dee Dee to unmute herself. And Dee Dee, congratulations. just give us a couple of minutes of, I know how hard you worked. It was a lot of work, but just tell everybody here what you did, Dee Dee.
Well, you can see I'm sitting in my car, and I apologize for that. I told Fred I can't do it, and he's like, "Yes, you can." So here I am in the dark in my car. Um, it's hard to really tell you, Pat. I really didn't want to get back into network marketing. I had put myself on pause. I was not really wanting to do this. It's kind of like I'm embarrassed to say that I ignored a lot of people that were reaching out to me that loved me very much and cared about me. But when I did listen and I did see the opportunity to be able to change people's lives again, I jumped on it. And I have learned over the years. I told Fred, I said, somebody told me, because he's mentored me for many years, somebody told me if you've been doing this for 25 years and you're not good at it, then you need to find something else to do. And so, I've been in network marketing a long time. I've done health and wellness for over 25 years. But this just really excited me. And I think the key is just to create some curiosity. We all have people out there that are watching and looking for help. So you share stories, create some curiosity, and then you just respond. And I've had a hard time keeping up, to be honest, but I am super, super excited to be on the team, to be able to share. Yes, 5,000 in volume is amazing, but what's more amazing is how many people's hands that we've put products in that their lives are going to be changed. And I am already hearing results, already having my own results. I told Fred I have a lady that had been in a car wreck and 1 day on the products, and she said she didn't have any pain. That's amazing. I have this love-hate relationship with exercise. Fred and I talked about that too, but menopause causes all sorts of things, and one of it's weight gain, and it's really hard to get off. I took a chance and tried the Shape and Burn because I wasn't I'm not convinced that anything works for me since XM capsules way back when. And I'm down 2 pounds in 3 days. So that's going to create a bit of a buzz too, and our team is going to continue to grow because we're going to, it's just going to be organic. You just share results, and people get excited and they want to do what you're doing.
That's right. Awesome. Well, and we know you're going to share and help so many people. We appreciate you being part of our team, and all your team members. They're doing fantastic jobs. So thank you so much. Okay, so the next person, I'm not going to get them to talk because they're going to be talking a little later on. And I'm going to get Collie to pull up that slide for me, please. Made her. There we go. Fred, you made 10K. So congratulations. You worked extremely hard for that. And we really appreciate Collie's hitting buttons. Okay, see, sorry. I'm the one that's supposed to be technically challenged. But what Dee Dee said there for a second, she is looking to help people get results. That's how people are rank advancing with Social X. It's all about the results. Now, there's 2 different types of results, right? There's the product result and the business result. But a lot of times it goes hand in hand. Okay, the more people that you touch and help, they're going to build the business. Now, before I pass the call over to Reed Nelson, I have a couple announcements. I have Stu blowing up my texts here to remind me. He thinks I'll forget. Okay, the meeting in Reno has to be canceled because of the snowstorm. I guess people can't get across the mountain, and so that is going to be canceled. But we really want to talk about who do you know in California, Bay Area, out there. We're going to put on a great big meeting in that area. Reed, Reed's going to be there. What area is this? I'm sorry, I just say Bay Area, but I'm sure that is really big.
That's really big. That's
Yeah.
too big. It's going to be, I would call it North East Bay Area, between Sacramento and maybe Fairfield, something like that. It's at the yacht club, and we can get that information to you. I don't even have that information.
Right.
So, so it's December 3rd, 6 p.m. And that's all I know at this point.
And guess what? Not only is Stu going to be there, Reed going to be there, all the different teams going to be there. I just got notification Dr. Zinni is going to be there. And there's going to be one of the newest reps who happens to be a neurosurgeon is going to be there. It is just going to be a powerhouse meeting. So invite, and get as many prospects as you can over to that meeting. It's going to blow up that area. So without further ado, Reed Nelson, take the floor, please.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And hi, everybody. Good to see you. And congratulations to a lot of new people. A lot of great things going on. If you're brand new, I see Anna there. A lot of brand new people here. And, you know, Dee Dee Shaw, heads up, girlfriend. That's amazing. The 1 week to 5K, that's awesome. Good for you. And so that brings me to something. That brings me to, what are we doing? Okay. This is something that I have seen, and a lot of you heard me say this. I've seen this once in my lifetime, one other time. And that one other time, we did really good. And now I see this. Some people say, yeah, there's a lot of good companies out there. Yeah, there is. But they don't have what this has. This checks all the boxes for something. You know, I don't know if this is ever going to be the biggest company in the world, but this is going to be the greatest company in the world. This is going to be amazing. We got to take advantage of it. So I just want to talk a minute about commitment. What is yours? You know, are we like the dog who gets, look, squirrel, that thing? Are we like that? Something comes up, we run over here, run over there. Are we focused? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we doing absolutely everything we can possibly do to make this work? Are we committed to our dream? Are we committed to what we really want? You know, are we really committed to what we want? And that comes down to just several little things, you know, and that is most of us, I don't, some of us are full, there's a handful of people here that are full-time in this business. Most of you are not, okay? And so you've got jobs and other things you're doing, and that's great. You need to do that 100%. You owe your employer 100% effort at your job. But when you're not there, you do this. You know, you can do this so much, so quick, so fast, so hard that it's not hard, by the way. Just work hard. And this isn't even work. This is almost playtime work. You know, we want to make sure that every spare dime of time you have, you put into this. Why? You will not regret it. I guarantee you will not regret it. You can create so much momentum for yourself. Some of you already are. If 5K in a week, give me a break. That's amazing. That's awesome. You know, that's quick. That's fast. How do you get momentum? It's not slow. I'm going to build it slow and steady. No, you're not. It's not going to work. You build it fast as you can, as fast as you're capable of. Okay. Some people are there. My pace is certainly not most people's pace. That's for sure. Okay. And I understand that. It's one of those things where you got a job, do your job. When you're not a job, do this. If you did put in 100% effort in every spare piece of time you had in the next 2 years, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. And over the next 12 months, a lot of you are going to be really shocked if you'll just get after it. Don't play with this, you guys. This is big time. If you think you're doing all you can, you're not. You're not. I'm not. I can do more. I'm doing a lot, but I can do more, you know? And so look at what you're doing, examine what you're doing, be committed to yourself to win, okay? So that's the story, you know? Get in, stay in, do the work, never quit, and you're gonna win, okay? You're already in, you've done that part, right? Now do the work. And this isn't hard work. This is fun, this is exciting. I signed up a guy in my house this morning. We weren't even gonna talk about this. And it came up, boom, guess what? I get excited when I start talking about it, so he's there. So there you go. And that's kind of the way it works. So you know what, guys? Just do it. Just do it. If you don't know how, figure it out. All you gotta do is talk to somebody every day. Be excited. be enthusiastic. Remember this, those two things that create the magic, enthusiasm and sincerity. If you're sincere about what you're doing and you're really enthusiastic, you become a human magnet. They're going to want to know what you know and you're going to succeed. Just don't stop and give it 100% effort every single day. Now I say 6 days a week because I don't do seven. Sunday I don't work. That's the Lord's day. I don't mess with him. He always wins. So, so that's just the way that is. Okay, just do it, you guys. You will never, ever regret it. Just get out there and go to work. Okay. Who do I talk to? You get all that from your sponsor. Get the training you need. It's all here. But talk to people. That's the magic. That's it. Talk to people every single day. You're going to win every single day. No excuses. Go do it. Okay. Commit to yourself. 100%. Right?
Awesome.
Right. Go do it.
So those of you that saw that training I did on 15-minute increments, this is for all of you that have businesses. We understand you have a full-time job. You don't have that many hours, but work those 15-minute increments, however many you can. If you say I have 5 hours a week, well, that's 20 increments that you can do this business. So make a commitment of saying, okay, I'm going to work 20 different increments this week to build my business. And when you set those goals, that's what's going to win. That consistency, like Reed just said. All right, Fred. Fred Holmes, our newest 10K earner.
Thank you, Pat. And folks, I want to tell you, you know, what Reed was talking about is so important. And probably the one thing that I can share right now is that if you could see the future of this company through our eyes, okay, and I'm not saying we're special. We just been around longer than dirt, okay. You know, this is my 4th company, and I've always, not the first one because I didn't know any better with the first company. You know, I was a truck driver, and I saw a way to make a bunch of money and have time freedom, be able to take care of my son, and that's what I jumped in for. But after that, I learned what to look for: leadership of the company, the products, and the comp plan. And of the 4 companies that, this is now my 4th one, this company hands down has the best of the 3 ingredients. I've never worked with a company that could even hold a candle to what we have here. And so if you could see through our eyes what's going to happen in the next 12, 24, 36 months, folks, I'm telling you what, well, if you were like me, you'd quit your job and go full time. All right. Now, I'm not saying do that, but if you could see what your potential is here, you might do that. And so I want to share with you that, and I want to share one other thing before I go into my message for you this evening, and I'll be short. What Dee Dee did in her first week is extraordinary, extraordinary. And she has paid the price of time and effort to be in a position to be able to do that. I personally, and I've had people say, oh, Fred, you must be really competitive because you're always going to the top, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I'm not really. The only sport thing I ever did was tennis, you know, and honestly, that had a lot more, in the 8th grade, that had a lot more to do with, 8th grade girls in short skirts than anything else. I'm not a real competitive kind of guy, but I'm incredibly competitive against myself. And that's what I encourage you to do. Be better tomorrow than you were today. Don't base your success or your results on somebody else, because there's always going to be somebody else that's going to, they got more time in the industry. Maybe they've been around longer, developed more skills, whatever. Compete against yourself. And that's where I've won. I have always held myself to an extremely high bar and try to do it even better. Okay. And, longer you're at this, like Dee Dee said, you've been around this thing for, a couple of decades, probably going to get pretty good, right? So here's what I want to share with you. And I want you to understand how important the next 49 days are. You need to write that down in your notes. Okay. Today there are 50 days left before the end of the year. Starting tomorrow, you have 49 days. And I share that with you because the next 49 days could be the most important 49 days of your lifetime. And it has everything to do with establishing momentum. The holidays, people are distracted. Okay. We got through from the 5th of the month in October, people were planning Halloween. What's up with that? I mean, seriously, right? Now, Halloween's over. People are thinking about Thanksgiving. That's another 3 weeks away. People get distracted during the holidays, but don't let that be you. Focus, hammer down, pedal to the metal, okay? Because you have 49 days to get as many customers into your business, to get as many associates into your business. Because let me tell you what's going to happen in January 1. Everybody and their brother is going to be focused on changing their life. Top 2 New Year's resolutions: better health, better finances. Everybody's going to be talking about, every single person. And if you walk into the first of the year and it's just you and yourself and you've got one person to reach out to as many people as you can to share our products and share our opportunity. Because I'm telling you, everybody's going to be listening to you. They're going to want to hear from you. If you walk in with 2 customers and 2 associates, you've got 3 times the number of consumers. That's you and your 2 customers. They're going to be talking to people about their great product results, and some of those people are going to want to share that. If you have 2 associates, that's you and your 2 associates, 3 people to go and reach all the people in the world that are going to want to hear about an income opportunity. If you have 10 customers and 10 distributors, you see where I'm going with this. You've got, as of tomorrow morning, you have 49 days left to get as many people with you to take advantage of what is going to be the hottest 3 months of the multi-level calendar. And I'm telling you right now, you have no idea. I mean, even I am having a hard time understanding how much business we're going to do in 2026. The next 49 days can either set you up for phenomenal success in 2026, or it's going to limit your potential. You have 49 days to set up everything that's going to happen in 2026. But let me tell you, if you do, if you get whatever your number is, okay? For Dee Dee, I don't know what her number is, 10,000 people. I don't know. She's off the map, right? But, if what do you want? Do you want, 5 associates, 10, 15? Do you want a customer base of 3 people, 5, 10, 15, 30 customers? All of that's possible in the next 49 days. In the real world, I used to have a job. Nobody believes this. Who would hire me? I mean, think about it for a minute, right? I got to be like the worst person in the world to be an employee. I'm going to tell you how to do the business, right? So when I had a job, I used to get 1 day off for Thanksgiving and 1 day off for Christmas. And folks, you need to look at your business like it's the best job you'll ever have. And honestly, I didn't always get that. There was one Thanksgiving, I had to do a run. And so I told Mom, I can't be home for Thanksgiving. Want to drive the truck with me? And she did. She talked about that until she passed. Being able to, we had our Thanksgiving dinner at the Wild Horse Cafe and Truck Stop in King City, California. She talked about meeting a lady trucker in the shower, right? We did a 36-hour run. I'm getting distracted. Squirrel. Sorry about that. But the point I'm making here is some people don't even get a day off for Thanksgiving. When I was younger, I used to work in an institutional setting. I didn't get Christmas off. We swapped with the married guys. Single guys work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and the married guys would work New Year's, so we could go out and party, right? So some people don't even get that. Take 1 day off for Thanksgiving. Take 1 day off for Christmas. And focus on the next 49 days being the most important days of your financial life forever. And if you do that, you will win. You will have full-blown momentum at whatever level that is for you walking into the first of the year. And this is what I can tell you. Whatever you accomplish in that first quarter of the year, whatever that is, you make $1,000 in 90 days, $10,000 in 90 days, whatever it is, you can see double that amount of income in the last quarter of the year because of the compounding effect of what we're doing. I've experienced it. Many of the other leaders have as well. That's for you. All right. So every single day counts. It's important to do it now. If you don't, you're killing yourself for the next year. But if you do, you will see results that will boggle your mind. And so I'm going to leave it at that, folks. I can keep on going. As you can see, I'm drinking my Accelerate a little late in the evening, but that was because I wanted to be on top for you guys. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate you. Holly, thank you for letting me share this evening.
Awesome, Fred. Always appreciate everything that you tell us. Okay. On our team page, lifeasitcouldbe.com, you're going to see our 90-day challenge for those of you that are brand new. Please go to that, listen to the videos. The 90-day challenge never ends. All right, so all you new people, start it. All the old people, continue doing it. It's enrolling one person a week, and look at how big your business will be. And their whole key is duplication. Teaching all those brand new people, not your customers, because they just want to be customers right now, but they might be associates later on when they get results. But follow through with getting that one a week. Okay, let's start doubling, tripling, quadrupling your business. And with that, Collie's going to talk about one of our new Facebook pages with corporate and what we need to do. So your call, Collie.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pat. Thanks, Fred. Thanks, Reed. Thanks, Dee Dee. Wow. So much great information in such a short period of time. And so we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to take you to the team site, lifeasitcouldbe.com. And every month we have the news, right? So in the November news, we're going to go there and we're just going to share a couple things with you here. The promotion, remember, till the end of November, $150. You're never going to see this price again. Our next team call, that's today. Okay, we have some great interviews, and I know you've seen them posted here and there, but we've got a page together, David D. interviews, and these are interviews that he's doing with some of our leaders, and you'll recognize many of them are on this call. So we've got an interview with Pat Anderson, with Reed Nelson, with Fred Holmes, with myself, with Tra Thach, and with Terry Murphy, and the newest one with Danny Ma, and he's like, I had no idea how he hasn't been in this business for very long. And yet, wow, ranking up. Some of these people are just skipping right over some of the smaller ranks and going for the big ranks. But these interviews are great. So get to know our leaders and go through and hear their stories because they're very, very powerful. So they're there on the site for you. We do have a new testimony page on Facebook. This is a corporate one. The link is there for you to go to. So when you go to it, you'll see it. And then you can just join it. And then you can click on the invite link and you can invite your team members. And remember to invite your team members because they don't know what they're missing out on. So you need to share with them. And this link is now up on our plugin page so that people can be plugged in. We really would love for you to share your stories. Share them on this social media page. Share them on your page, and then from your page, share it to the page so that we can all really start to build this together. We've got incredible experiences on the products, from whether it's energy or it's weight loss or just the wellness factor. The Canary Islands is really tearing it up with some weight loss. Just unbelievable because they support it, not just with the products, but with so many activities and stuff that they do. But I love this one that Pat did with the horse, the moringa, and the horse is just, I mean, I remember that one of the first things I ever saw on her Facebook was her giving a moringa product from another company to the horse. But anyway, so let's get this built up, and the link to join is there, and please share with the other people. Now, let's talk about sharing your product experiences. How do we do that? we want to build a library ourselves of video product experiences. And we also want to build a library of business experiences. And we're going to see this by our next team call. We're going to have this library and we're going to start it. And what we want to do is have people submit some testimonies to us. So I put there's a tutorial on the site, how to share. And so we'll go through, and I'm not going to go through all of it, but make sure it's accurate, truthful, reasonable expectations. Don't ever say it treats, cures, prevents disease. Never promise or imply or guarantee any kind of results. It goes over the rules. There's also some, tips to present like a pro, whatever. But here's some examples of before I started the product. This is what life was like. And then this is what I experienced, kind of thing. For video experiences, for written ones, how to do it. So the written ones are going to be how to share on the Facebook page that we have now. For the video one, we would really like for you to share your video experiences as well. And we can also share our video experiences on the Facebook page, which would be amazing. So I want you on your own to go through this and learn how to properly share a product experience and then share it on Facebook. And then as well, we would love it if you would just email them to us and we could build a library. Something like, here's our product experience library, but another library of here's my business experience. Dee Dee's story was powerful, hitting 5K in a week. Just imagine the more people that we have telling those kind of stories, how exciting it's going to get for all of us. So that's there. Our Super Saturday, the next one will be posted here, but this is what I kind of want to close with. And Fred talked about this a little bit. Yes, it's the holiday seasons, everybody's business. Nobody wants to hear about your business. However, they all want gifts. It's the season for gift giving. And so every holiday season, I look at this as an opportunity to put together some little gift bags. And, there's different budgets, right? You got kids in school, you're going to give a little something to the bus driver, to the teachers at school, maybe to, the parents that watch your kids on the playground. You've got a mailman, the UPS guy. I mean, we certainly give out cards and gifts and, all the time. And every year we'll give them a little something from the business along with maybe a $20 bill or something. Thank you for your service as a tip for the mailman or whatever it is. Think about this. And also, we have gatherings at Thanksgiving. We're going to be seeing our family. Let's take some little gift bags with us to the gathering and give them out to everybody that's there. Just a little holiday. We're not pitching. We're not trying to recruit anybody. We're not trying to tell anybody about the business. We're just trying to share, and we're giving gifts because that's what this season is all about. Guess what? We follow up and we will have an arsenal of prospects if we do this right. And we follow up. And then there's last month's news if you missed it. But let me just give you a couple examples. Is some of the people on my budget, I have a budget of $5 or $10 for, right? But some of the people I'm going to spend $50. I'm going to spend $100. So as I purchase, and remember, if you buy 20 or more products, you get 40% off. So we could buy some extra Mist and get 40% off. We can buy some extra Exhilarate and get 40% off. And then we put together little packages. So here's a little gift bag with some Exhilarate. Maybe I only have 3 of them in there. If it is a lower, budget, because we've got people that we just want to give a little something. But maybe it's 5 of them in there for somebody that I might have a $10 budget for, or whatever it is. Maybe I've got more. And I put together the samples. This one has a little postcard, tells you about the products, the ingredients. And you're going to have your website where they can order, of course, at wholesale and let them know. And you can put together a little holiday card. You can handwrite them. You can have them printed. There's plenty of time. Go to Walgreens.com right now. You can upload an image and type up whatever you want to on it and put on your website and send it to them. And you can go pick up that order in an hour or 2. You can do that with Office Max, Staples, whatever. So think about just something that we could put the information, little product bags. And then for my higher, budget people, maybe I'm giving them the entire trio. And maybe there's a product brochure that came from the company in this example, but whatever it is that you're giving, use your imagination, put that list together. We've got lots of time right now to order some product 40% off. and and these little gift bags you get from Amazon or wherever, and put some gifts together and share the opportunity for people to enjoy more energy, to be a little healthier, to feel a little bit better. And if it's something they're looking for, maybe set them up for some financial success for next year. That will be absolutely incredible. Not to mention the tax advantages of owning a home-based business. So another reason for people to want to get involved in this type of a business. So with that, thanks for letting me share, and back over to you, Pat, to close this up for the night.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I've done that many times and it is being very successful for me getting new customers and distributors going into the new year. So very good tips. All right, everyone, this is November the 12th. And as Fred said, we've got 40 some days to go. I'm really excited about a couple of things that are happening that I'm going to end the call with. We all know that Stu he talked about it already, and he talked about it on a call. He's going to be launching something next week that I'm going to tell you, I've been with other companies at the highest level, and I was fortunate to get global bonuses, etc. I was very fortunate, but I always wanted my team to be able to take advantage of it. And I'm going to tell you something. Stuart Finger has got to be the most generous owner that I have ever met in all my years of doing network marketing. So stay tuned, because he has put together something that is good for the masses. So what if it takes you 6 months? So what if it takes you a year? Once you're in it, you'll never want to be out of it. That's all I can tell you. Okay? It's kind of a teaser, but I'm going to tell you, it is well worth working, like Reed and Fred were talking about. This is the one thing that I'm going to tell you can change your life. All right? Because I know in my previous company, it was like a big deal. It was a very big deal. And I personally, and I'm going to tell you this from my gut, I personally feel that this will be the biggest thing that I have ever done in network marketing. Now that's saying a lot. And I know Reed and Fred, they've done so much more, Collie, oh my gosh. But, I haven't done bad. But it's going to be the biggest thing I've ever done. And, I'm going to do in all my power to help all of us team members. Remember, I don't care if you're cross line, up line, down line, wherever line, it doesn't matter. We are a team, and we're all going to work together to help everybody get there. So I know I'm saying this for, Reed and Fred and Collie. We're here to help you. We are here to help you. All of us are. Do not hesitate. If you need any of us for 3-way Zooms or whatever, let us know so that we can help you. Because the only way that this team's going to win is if we do it together. All right? So let's go. That's all I'm going to say is let's go. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Collie.
Bye, everyone.
All
Go get
right,
'em.
have a good. All right, we're doing it.
Thank you.
Oh, have a good night.
Thanks, guys.